Let's talk a little about the arithmetic mean. There's a formula for it. It is the sum of all the values divided by the number of values. Alright? Now, I still have these numbers from previously when we did the median, and I want to calculate the mean of these numbers. When it comes to the mean, you don't necessarily have to arrange them in order, because it doesn't matter the order in which you add them. You find the sum of all the values, mean you're going to add up the number, all the values, and then divide by the number of values. Alright? Can you do that? Just pause the video and calculate the mean of these numbers for me quickly. Do that. Alright, we're back. So, what did you get for it? Let's look at it. I want a calculator. Alright, I have my calculator here, and I have 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 10 plus 13 plus 16 plus 19 equals 76. Now, how many values were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So I'm going to divide 76 by 8. So 76 divided by 8 equals 9.5. So the mean is 9.5. Alright? So the mean of these values equals 9.5. Now you notice that you get a mean of 9.5, even though 9.5 is not there. Right? That occurs very often. When they're talking about certain rates in the news, they talk about for example, the rate at which we're having motor vehicle accidents. Unfortunately, right, you will hear the mean being mentioned in some stories relating to tragedy, like the murder rate, 3.5 per day, right? You have in cricket the run rate, runs per over. You have various examples that you can think of, where sometimes you're not supposed to get a fraction, but you get a fraction, right? In this case, well, a fraction or a decimal. In this case, you do get a decimal, 9.5. None of these numbers, you know, they could have meant the number of people at a meeting, at our first 8 meetings, and then you say for the first 8 meetings we have an average of 9.5 persons, although you know that you don't have half a person, where 0.5 means half. Alright, but that's the general idea, the sum of all the values divided by the number of values. But don't worry too much if you get a fraction where you're not supposed to get a fraction, right? Now, another thing I want to mention before we do anything else. You notice the name of this is the arithmetic mean. Now, this is a formula for the arithmetic mean. Alright? If you have, say, 5 numbers here, you have 3, you have 6, you have 4, you have 1, you have 5. For the arithmetic mean, you calculate it using this formula, and you say 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1 plus 5 equals 19, and there are 5 values here, so you say 19 over 5 equal, you get 3.8. That's it, arithmetic mean. There's another thing they call it geometric mean. That's why I have to, you see books, websites and so on, where they say arithmetic mean. They don't just say mean, because there's also the geometric mean. To calculate the geometric mean of this, it would be, let's say, call it GM for now. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth root of 3 times 6 times 4 times 1 times 5. Whatever number of values there is that root of the values multiplied. Arithmetic mean, whatever number of values there is that number dividing the sum, dividing those numbers added. The geometric mean, the number of values, you take that root of the numbers multiplied. So that's the difference. That's the geometric mean. Can we work this out? My calculator here, well, it doesn't have the features that can give you a fifth root. So let's use another calculator. 36415. Let me try and remember. 3 by 6 by 4 by 1 by 5 with my calculator now. Let me put this in advanced mode. What were the numbers again? 36415. So it's 3 by 6 by 4 by 1 by 5 equal 360. And then the fifth root. I don't see the fifth root here, but you can raise it to the power of -5. It's the same thing as finding the fifth root. Right? No, the power of 1/5, I mean, not -5. Oh no, everything gone. 360 to the power of, open bracket, 1/5, close bracket, equal 3.245. Call it 3.2. Let's just call it 3.2. So the geometric mean would be equal to 3.2. Alright? So I'm just pointing out the reason why you see the term arithmetic mean. Sometimes you might call it the average, right? But there's just one type of average. The mean, median, and mode are sometimes referred to as statistical averages, right? The mean, this is not the only mean that there is. The sum of all the values over the number of values. You have another type of mean. So that's why you will see some books and websites refer to the arithmetic mean. Alright, we'll continue discussing the mean in a later video, so I will see you then.